Back in the farmhouse, dust on the beams, controllers lit, glowing in dreams. Smoke curls slow, the air ain't clean. Laughter echoes, horror on the screen. Shooter in my sights, reload again. Friends all yelling, who's gonna win in the game cave? Where we puff and chill, streaming the chaos, chasing that thrill. Man cave madness, no plans to behave. We live, we laugh, we own the cave. Yeah. Stoner vibe, snacks on the floor. Footsteps creak, is at the door. Pixel blood splatters, screams galore. Virtual horror, we beg for more. Level up, we're kings tonight. Chasing ghosts in the screen's pale light. In the game cave, where we puff and chill, streaming the chaos, chasing that thrill. Man cave madness, no plans to behave. We live, we laugh, we own the cave. Yeah. Back in the
What it is, what it do, what it does. How's everyone doing tonight, today, whenever the heck you're going to watch this? Speaking of heck, what's up, YouTube, Twitch, TikTok, and Kick? How's everyone doing tonight? Welcome to the Too Sweet Game Cave. This is where we play the bad games so you don't have to, and we play the good games so we can all chill together and figure out what we're playing next. How's everyone doing tonight? Kay, shout out to Kay. Best moderator around. Shout out to Josh. How you doing, buddy? How you doing over there on the YouTube side of things? And we are getting back into Dead Reset. It is an FMV horror game. FMV stands for full motion video, and it's just a style of game where like decisions matter, plays actual real videos. This game is absolutely nuts. We had a blast with it last night, so I'm going to continue right where we left off. Without further ado, let's get a little bit more into this experience. Just like that, we're ready to go. I hope everyone is as ready for the rest of this as I am. I legit, this game was like better than like a lot of movies, you know? I honestly didn't want to hop off last night. I think we had like one piece of the story left, and we honestly could have finished it last night, but it was already so late. So it was kind of like one of those things where I literally was like, oh, I just want to finish it, but we're going to do it tomorrow type deals. My day's been good, brother. Excited to play this, to be honest with you. Alright, we're leaving off here right where we left off. We're starting off right where we left off. Slade blew a hole through the door with the BFG here, and he's trying to escape to the escape pod. We stayed behind to do surgery on Miss Gal. Remember, this is on decisions are paused. So what that is going to happen... JJ!
Hey!
That's good. Thank you for the likes on the live, JJ. Remember, the decisions are yours. I'm going to give you my input of what I would do. Then you guys, the first person who comments which decision they want, that's what I'm going to choose. Whether it lines up with what I would have done or not. If I don't get, obviously, anyone shouting out the decision, then I'll just end up making whatever decision I would have made. That way we're not waiting forever, but let's do this. She bleeding. Maybe apply pressure to the wound. Slows the blood down, you know. What up, War Master?
Hey.
Blanket over the shoulders? Hell yeah, dog. It's my go-to. I wash this thing once a week, guys. If you're wondering why I wash it once a week, because I'm a kind of a little bit of a neat freak. Not like super neat freak. Just everything needs to be in a place and should smell nice and clean and comfortable, you know what I mean? So I just love smelling like that detergent smell. After about a week, it'll start losing it. So you gotta wash it again. Pamela, you already know I had to go to Twitch. Oh, yeah. Alright, we can stop the bleeding or we can keep her awake. Now, in my opinion, she's only losing consciousness due to the bleeding. So I would stop the bleeding. That's what I would normally do in a situation like this. I've been good, War Master. Stop. All right. Shout out to Wekadzar, who gave us the first decision, by the way. Fellow variety streamer like myself, albeit he is Canadian. Yes, he is from Canada. And he doesn't do too much of the VR because he gets a sickie with the virtual blickies. How you doing, Wek? And we're stopping. This game's good, by the way, Wek. I'd add this to your list if you haven't already. It's real fun. And it's not like, oh, you know, you saw some of the decisions, so it mattered. No, like, you know what I mean? This game could go multiple different ways. Good. Go away, Wek. She's like, I was about to answer that.
Come on.
Yep, see?
Fuck.
Stop the bleeding, dog. I thought you were actually going to stop the bleeding, not just put pressure on it. Putting pressure on it was what you were supposed to do 10 minutes ago. I thought you were going to go in there surgeon-like and actually stop the bleeding. I don't think he's a real surgeon.
What can I do?
Yeah, oh, you decided to show up, Slade? Fuck yes, dog.
Do you want my help or not?
Alright, yeah, I do.
You abandoned us.
Well, I'm here now. Let me help.
Okay. Let him help.
Fine. Get over here.
I don't think he actually came back for us, though. I think he couldn't figure out how to get to the pods. That's what I think. So what is this game about? It's a Decisions Matter game. It's a FMV. So FMV stands for full motion video, hence why you're seeing a real, like, movie-like video. And really the only things you have to do are make decisions every now and then. You're not controlling anything like that. You make decisions, and then it goes to a pre-recorded video of what that decision would do, right? So it's basically a movie that, due to your choices, can play out a bunch of different ways with different endings. What it's about specifically, they're on some type of like underwater facility, right? Tens of thousands of meters below sea level or whatever. And the doctor here, the main doctor, she was working on temporal space alignments, which basically, long story short, time travel in a way, right? And they couldn't figure out how to time travel more than like 7 seconds at first, because they sent someone 7 seconds into the future, and when they came back, they were fucked up. They had to like literally kill them because they were just gone. So anyway, the solution to that was time travel for longer periods of time. And I don't want to spoil anything unless you want me to spoil anything. So Tell me no spoilers or spoilers, and that'll be how I continue telling you about it. That'll determine how I do it, you know what I mean? Spoilers? Well, hey, he's the one who asked. He has to choose whether he wants spoilers or not. No spoiler. You guys, look at you guys. You guys are you're both voting like it's a vote. War Master's got to be the one who answers. Don't tell me this thing's fucked. I don't care, but I'm gonna have to just listen. Okay, long story short, if you don't care, then I'll do true spoilers, slight spoilers, since it's easier to explain that way. But long story short, 7 minutes and more actually fixed them being crazy as hell by the time they got back. But what it did also do was affect different ways about how they came back. Her sister was sent for like several minutes. And she came back. And because of the temporal displacement, 7 minutes of time travel, her being there was actually like years. So her DNA was able to go through tons of like evolutionary, like evolution, basically, literally. She came back pregnant with like a time-space monster baby. This guy went in the future for months, so even longer. And then because of the displacement, who knows how much time that was, like an eternity. But he came back with the power of a time loop. And that's the whole point of this game. So anytime he died, the game dead reset back to his initial time loop. So he starts figuring out, like, shit, like, you know, I'm in a time loop. I don't know what's going on. You know, what's going on. He didn't even know that he got sent in the, you know, past or future or whatever. And what's killing them? It's that woman's space-time baby. It's like, it's a freaking formidable creature. That basically, its genes evolved to survive, you know, anything or whatever. So it's a problem. We're basically dealing with this crazy shit, an alien creature. I wouldn't say alien because it's not necessarily an alien from another planet, right? It's just from her DNA being manipulated by time itself. So it's just like, you know, just like we over millions of years evolved, right, to be walking on two legs, right? That's how they explain it, is when you traveled, even though it was only 7 minutes of time travel, that in your DNA's case, it was like millions of years. And then your DNA doesn't know how to deal with evolving to that. It's like, how does, you know what I mean? How do you survive that? And basically, her monster baby was how it evolved. It's like indestructible. It's wild, bro. Chunky boy weather.
Hey.
Yes, exactly. Exactly, War Master. And it actually does burst out of her fucking stomach a couple times. That's a couple of the options of how he died. But we obviously slowly figure it out through the time loop and which decisions to make every time we die. You know what I mean? Like, okay, that was fucked up. And sometimes it gives you new options when you die. So that's basically the whole game. It's you making decisions. And every time you die and reset, your character is faced with, like, trauma from that. And he's slowly going insane, which basically affects which decisions will be available to you. So if you know, I'll give you an example. If you only die 10 times, you might have 4 decisions available to you on this particular scene. Whereas if you died 80 times, you have 1 decision. You see what I mean? It's fucking wild. I'm doing good, Chunky Boy. We're finishing this. K voted Kiss, by the way, guys. Should have given her some of that tongue. You know what I'm saying? It's a super fun way to game if you like these types of games. Because essentially, again, look at this. I'm chilled back. Hands off keyboard, off mouse. None of this matters. Until a decision comes up that I have to click on, I'm just watching. So you can kind of just chill back, relax, enjoy it like a movie. But you have more of an impact, I'm almost at 700 subs. Yeah. I'm getting close, but I get subs on YouTube so slowly. It's scary. Like, I was like, my initial goal, mind you, this was like 4 or 5 months ago. I was like, come on, guys, get me to 1,000 subs. And I stayed at like 690 forever. And then I'll get to like 692, and then all of a sudden it'll be back at 600. So obviously people will unsub. I don't even know if I'm ever going to get to 1,000 at this point.
Look, you can punch me in the face if it makes you feel better.
He's being pretty real now. I think I'd shake his hand, to be honest. I'd shake his hand. Like, he manned up. He's being real. He came back. He's like, yo, I fucked up. I'm a big believer in not, holding people accountable, but you guys choose what you want to choose. It's funny because I'm almost at 100. Shake. At 100 subs. The first 100 were super easy for me. The first few hundred. Like, I've been at 699, Chunky Boy, for the past, week. 2 weeks. And you'd think, oh, you just need one sub. But like I said, I'll log in tomorrow and I'll be at 698. So it's like, instead of getting that one sub, I lost one sub and now I need two. It's fucked. Damn. Yeah, it is what it is. I don't care. I appreciate everyone that enjoys watching me. I don't have to be super popular. I understand why I'm not. I'm a variety streamer. I'm not sticking to one game. I'm older, so I'm going to obviously generate an older crowd. I play late at night. You know what I mean? There's a bunch of factors. I did an experiment a couple times. If you just stick with the game, if I just stuck with Tabor, my followers were going up like crazy and my subs.
Set the pod to return on autopilot once we reach the shore. Don't worry about it.
And then I play a game like this and I'll get stagnant or barely any activity.
I'll catch you next week.
Because nobody's looking for this game to watch, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, I plan on checking on him, Kay. It's just, I'm going to wait till we have a pause here. A decision pause. Yeah, exactly. But that's, if you think about it, War Master, that's what every big streamer really did. You know what I'm saying? Oh, shit. Uh-huh. No. No. Oh! But yeah, every big streamer that does this as a job or is really popular, they mainly stuck with one game at least for a while. That's what got them their huge support, you know what I mean? Sheesh. Chapter 8, Redemption. This game's wild, War Master. Family, yeah. Just ripped her in half. Dude, you wasted the charge. No, Slade. I don't want Slade to die now. He gets his freaking character redemption arc and then he dies. It's evolved. It wasn't like that. Due to its evolution, how I explained, its DNA and shit, it learned to evolve extremely fast. So they were questioning the doctor. They're like, how did it get so big so fast? And basically, long story short, is the way it evolves now is it cannibalizes organic material. So AKA bodies, right? Humans, doesn't matter, dogs, whatever. But if it eats biomass, it instantly gets stronger and bigger. So when it started out in her belly at the beginning of the game, it was this little thing. It was like this little ball. That's not good. He regained his power. So he restarted that, so it regained his power because his connection to the chair is back. But now, yeah, the reactor's at critical level, and that's why they shut it down. Should we create a distraction or fire the weapon? There's no guarantee. I'm stuck at a loss of this one. I would honestly probably fire the weapon just out of pure reaction here. But we don't know if it's gonna work out. We got a distraction vote. And remember too, if we waste the shot now, we're fucked. Because that thing's got like charge time. It doesn't like that cable. That's what we heard it with before. Look at it. It's a attack with the cable or lure into the cable. Ooh, that's rough. We're going to get fucked up doing one of these. Attacking with the cable means we're going to grab that cable and run at it. Luring into the cable might be the better option. Lure. Alright.
What are you waiting for? Come on, just a little closer.
Okay, maybe that wasn't a good idea. It didn't really lure it. We died. It was like, you want to try to lure me? Here. And it just fried me instead. Ah, shit. Alright, fire the weapon now or attack with the cable. I still say attack with cable. But it's on you guys. I just have a weird feeling firing that weapon's going to be attack. Okay. I have a feeling we're going to need it. Oh no. Oh! Oh, dude, this thing just hucked that thing at us like a frisbee thrower. What are we watching here? What's up, Miss MW Tours 89? Oh, dude, my spine's out.
Hey.
Give you your A. Dude, it's feasting on it. No, it just removed a piece of it. Ah. It's like a sardine. Just. Alright, the cable is not the solution, guys and gals. You're watching an FMV game. It's a full motion video game. They started making it back in the 80s. They still make them nowadays, just much better. And basically, you get to watch a movie, but you're presented with decisions periodically throughout the movie, and every decision makes the movie change. So, me watching this movie, playing this game, right, and you doing it by yourself would end up with different endings, different middle parts, all that stuff. Yeah, kind of like the Telltale Games movie, but instead of an animation or anything like that, just picture it's an actual movie, you know what I mean? That's what the FMV was for. He fired it. Dude, he's dead.
Looks like I'm a real hero after all.
Aw, dude. Dude, he gets his redemption arc and dies. But very similar to that, Taurus.
Only one shot left.
But there's zero control, too. I think the Telltale Games usually had a little bit of control, like you'll walk around in one scene, or, you know, you'll be all, like, picking up stuff off tables. This, you don't touch anything except for the decisions. And this is a wild movie / game. I hate calling it just a game because I feel like it's better to explain it as a movie to people. We could go with Fern or we could avenge Slade. Vengeance, I don't think, is the answer, but avenge it is. War Master's like, nope. Torres, I'm letting the viewers choose my ultimate fate here. So I'm letting everybody know what I would choose, but then the first person to answer what they want to see, I'm actually going with that decision, no matter whether it coincides or not.
What are you doing?
If I obviously didn't get any votes, then I'll just choose what I would have chose. We're not gonna make it. I knew it was a bad idea.
I can't stop it.
You can't run. Just she's escaping. 2, 1. Closed on me. War Master, your vengeance. Because it's a powerful ass gun. It threw him back. That's why I said vengeance isn't the answer. Him shooting that gun, I knew it was going to be bad. I mean, if you watch Slade been manhandling me all game, and Slade had trouble handling that gun. We fucked. He could die. Kill yourself right now. There's still power in the ship and it'll dead reset to it, but he's not going to think of that, watch. He's just going to let her escape. I think that's the ending we're going to get. War Master's like, God damn, man. I told you, vengeance is never the answer in games like this. You saw how brutal... Oh, actually, War Master, you weren't here last night. This game's brutal. It almost seemed like every decision you made was the wrong one. So I think it's just almost every decision does have some bad to it. So firing the gun, vengeance, you know. Oh no. Oh no. Oh. Wild. Absolutely wild. Well done. Alright, we gotta check on my boys. Yeah, we got a bad ending. Wild. Crazy, guys. Crazy. Alright. Well, that was an experience, to say the least. So this is where we gotta vote. Not vote, give the game a score. It is gonna take 2 scores because it is an indie game. So we'll do one score out of 10 against every other game, and then 1 just against other indie games, you know, to put it in the indie game category. Against all other games. Alright, you know, listen, I love FMV games myself, so Some people may be like, oh, I don't like that it was an FMV game. I mean, that's the game we signed up for, you know what I mean? I actually enjoy them, so I like that. I thought it was very well done. I would have watched that as a movie, straight up. I mean, it was as long as a movie when you think about it. Even if we took away all the stops and stalls we had, it would have been like 2.5 hours long. Very good story, very well done. I like the reset mechanic on it. Great acting. I'm going to give this game a 7.8 out of 10 against every other game. Against just indie games, I'm going to give this an 8.4 out of 10. Boost it up a little bit because it's just against indie games. I think this is absolutely worth your time. I would love to even just watch someone else play this just to see what happens to them. You know what I mean? I plan on playing this over again eventually as well. I love it. I say we should do another one, and then Case is like, I liked it. This game you need to play again later, for sure. I definitely plan on playing this game again. I'm not doing a back-to-back run. I never do that with video games. Simply for two reasons. I have so many games to play, and then the other reason is, since I have so many other games to play, I like giving it a little time in between each playthrough because it allows you to kind of forget some of the mechanics of what happened and allows you to almost just kind of revisit the game almost as a first again. You know what I'm saying? Like Alan Wake 2, we had a blast with that the other day, right? I hadn't played that game since release, so it was a long time in between, and it was almost like it was, we were playing it for the first time again, kind of type deal. I'm not saying I'm going to wait a whole year to play this game again, but what I am saying is I'm definitely going to wait a little bit. But you will see this game getting played again. And it was just really, really good. Really good. I hate Assassin's Creeds. I played the first one. I didn't even really like it, the first one. I thought it was very tedious and chory. I'm not a big sneak guy in games. You'll learn that real quick when it gives you an option to sneak. Even when it pushes you to sneak most of the time, I'm like, fuck you sneaking, and I just do my thing, right? So I struggled through playing the first one. Not that it was hard, but it was boring as fuck to me, right? And then I made it to the end of the first one. This is one of the few times that I've ever raged on a game. I've never, you guys notice I usually don't get super mad. I was a lot younger, because you got to think about when Assassin's Creed 1, right, released, so give me that credit. But the very last mission in that game, okay, if you guys know the game, you'll know what I'm talking about. You got to assassinate somebody on boats. So you go to the docks, there's a whole dock to walk on, and there's boats docked at the docks. And you're supposed to just be able to run along the boats or just walk along the dock to get to that final dude you need to assassinate. Obviously, you need to hide and sneak and kill him, right? But you walk along there, you travel around along the boats to get to him. My copy of my game was glitched. I would walk up towards there. As soon as I would get kind of close to the dock, the game acted like there was a black hole in the ocean, and my character would just go and fly off into the ocean, and I'd die. I couldn't approach the docks, or else I would literally get black holed into the fucking ocean. And I must have did it 16 times, right? To the point where I finally looked it up. And I'm like, what am I supposed to do? What are you supposed to do to get over there? And I looked it up, and it showed some dude just walking along the docks to get to it. And I'm like, no way. So I reloaded my game. It did it again, and I lost my fucking mind. I literally took the game out, and I was like, really? Because you have to remember, the save points in that game, I'd have to travel back an hour or two to fucking... I was like, I literally took the game out, snapped it into 4 pieces, opened my bedroom window at the time. I was younger, too, so I lived with my mom at the time. And I just whipped the frickin' 4 pieces into the driveway. And I just turned off my console, And I don't think I played games for like a week. Now, I tried playing other Assassin's Creed since then, and they all felt the same. Just real tedious, whatever. So I've avoided them. I will play anything if you throw it on my What Should Sweet playlist. Don't get me wrong. I will play anything now. But I don't really like them. However, there's two exceptions to that, and it's Assassin's Creed Black Flag and Assassin's Creed Valhalla. I did like both of those. I played portions of both. I didn't play them completely, and I really enjoyed them. So both of those are currently on my list right now. So they'll eventually get randomized. So if you guys want to see Assassin's Creed, before you go and throw it on my list, I already do have Black Flag and Valhalla on my list. That's why you stopped playing Youngblood. 2 hours working through 4 or 5 areas. What to play the next day? Took back before you started. Yeah. I'm not doing that shit. Sometimes I gotta look back. Exactly. Like if you have like to go back like 2 hours or some shit, it's just not worth it. You know, you're just like, nope. All set with that shebang. You know what I mean? But yeah, I got Black Flag and Valhalla on the list, so we'll eventually get to those when they get randomized. But just uninstalling Dead Reset for now. Favorite game of all time? It's an impossible question for me. Yeah, exactly. That's going to be a lot, Duffblow. War Master, it's an impossible question for me to answer. I want to give you an idea of why. I enjoyed so many video games in my time, and you have to think about how long I've been gaming. I've been gaming since I was 6 years old. I'm 37. I've been gaming for 31 years. I've played tens of thousands of games. And on top of that, just to show you at the rate I play them, last year I completed over 200 games in 1 year. This year I'm already scheduled to go above that. I think I'm at my Steam list is at like 400, and I replayed a bunch too. I think I'm already at like 2 something that I played this year. So by the end of the year, I'll probably hit 300 games that I played this year. So it's just impossible. I could give you a list of games that I've really enjoyed, or a few. I can't just pick a favorite though. There's just so many games that have been almost the same level of goodness, because you have to remember they come out at different times, and some of them hold the test of time. Like I could still go through play Skyrim, but there's games that you can't really go through and play and have them be as good as they were. You know what I mean? But if you look at how much fun you had with it at that time, you had just as much as fun as Skyrim. You see what I'm saying? It's just too hard. But I will tell you a few games that I've put a lot of hours into. Skyrim, I have over 7,000 hours across all the platforms. Oblivion, I have over 10,000 hours across all the platforms in ways it's come out. So obviously that should tell you that Elder Scrolls is one of my tops, right? Daisy, I have over 1,000, I think, hours across 2 different accounts. Mainly play story style. No, I don't. I play online games too. So I'll give you another one one of my favorite, Ghost of Tabor, the VR shooter, exfil shooter that I have. I think that's one of the best games that's ever come out. It's just so addictingly good, especially it being in VR. Counter-Strike. I have over 20,000 hours in Counter-Strike. And if you look at my Steam, I know, guys, Counter-Strike 2 is not going to say I have over 20,000 hours. I think I have like a few hundred in Counter-Strike 2. But then you got to think about I've been playing since 1.4. So I'm talking about Counter-Strike as a whole. I have over 20,000 hours in. I could go on. There's just so many good games. So, like, a better way for me to answer those questions, if you ever want to ask them to me, guys, for anyone wondering, is, hey, what are your top 3 RPG games of all time? What's your favorite non-exfil multiplayer shooter of all time? as a series, and then which particular game in that series would you say was the best? See what I mean? Like, you got to kind of like hone it down almost categories or classes, and then I'll be able to kind of pinpoint more to a specific game. But just ask me what's my favorite game of all time, it's impossible. Yeah, Counter-Strike's a good game, yeah. There's a game called Shadowrun that was out for a while. I played the beta of that for like 600 hours, and then the game came out. I played thousands of hours in that. It was like an online game. Arena Breakout? No, I don't think so. Don't think so. But guys, we are not done with the live for Shadowrun Detroit. I don't think it was called Detroit, no. I know it was called Shadowrun. You had like, it was a multiplayer game. You could like spawn like forest dudes on the ground. There was like a sword. There was like this almost like flying mechanic, like gliders that you could use. You know what I mean? Was just Shadowrun Online. Yeah. And they shut the servers down, long story short. Like, you literally cannot play Shadowrun Online anymore. Trust me, I tried. Servers are gone. Oh, it changed names. Okay. So, yeah, it's probably the same game then. Yeah, it was the online fucking was so good in that game. It was ridiculous. There was just, like, one map. It was, like, outdoors, but there was, like, an inside warehouse. And it was just so good. It was so good. You didn't try it till after the servers went down? Oh, dude, the game was fun. So it did have a story, and it was fun. It was fun. But the online was fucking epically good. I was so sad when they took the servers down. They did it out of nowhere, too. It had a very active base of players when they took them down. Like, literally, they still had thousands of players actively playing. And then, literally, I went to go log on one day. And it was like, yeah, servers are gone. Sorry, we took them down. You're just like, what? Like, why? I think they went out of business or something. Yeah, I see what you're saying. But, yeah, guys, I'm going to wrap this up, though, because we are not done streaming for the night. We do have our next game up. It's only 10:25, so we're going to start the next game. I'm going to end stream to do so. That way I can restart and put these in VOD categories on YouTube. But the next game in line is a viewer-gifted game, gifted to us by Kay off of my list. Hey. So shout out to Kay for gifting the stream, the game to play. You may like it, you may not. It was a very controversial game, kind of like the Order 1886. If you guys remember that game, that's a little bit more recent. But you guys remember there's people that rant and rave about the Order 1886, and then there was people that hated it, right? I'm one of the former. I ranted and raved about Order 1886 or whatever. This game was very similar. It came out, and people were like bashing it. Like, I would say 60% of people were just like, this is horrible. I hate this game for like absolutely no reason. I thought for what it was very fun and it had a cool story. The game's called Legendary. All right. I'm not going to really spoil any of the story for you. I do remember some of it. It's an old game. It's old. All right, guys. But I'll tell you more about it when we pop up back online. I'll be gone for like 2 minutes. I'm going to run and take a pee, grab a water, and then be live again. So, sounds familiar? Yeah. Like I said, I'll explain more when we start up the stream. And, I thought it was really fun. That's why I wanted to replay it again. And yes, guys, I already tested it to make sure it would work. I already had to play with a bunch of settings to get this second screen to work. It seems like it's running. So I'm not going to... I hopefully won't do a condemned criminal origins on you guys where it just won't run. You know what I mean? It looks like it's going to run, and it looks like I could stream it. So unless something changes from last night, we should be good. Yeah, you'll know exactly. Literally, this is a game that if you played it or saw it being played, you're going to know within the first 5 minutes of gameplay. First 5 minutes. So I'll see you guys then. I'm literally going to be gone for 2 minutes, and I'll see you guys then. So I'm not even going to raid out. I'm just going to throw on my ending screen, and I will catch you guys in a few. If you can't join me for the next one, I completely understand. Thank you for stopping by for this one. So while we finish Dead Reset, I appreciate y'all, and I'll see you in like 2 minutes. Peace out, Girl Scouts.
Hey.
Lights flash in the dark of my room. Pixels hum loud, the glow consumes. Where do you go when the world feels small? A screen, a stage, I hear the call. Yeah. What it is, what it do, what it does, I go by too sweet online just because I love to take a puff with you guys. Welcome to my Twitch channel, surprise. I'm a variety streamer, I play it all. Come join me, live every night, y'all. Enjoy the vibe. Welcome to the farmhouse. Welcome to the farmhouse. A farmhouse, but no fields in sight. Just wires and dreams and a neon light. Every game, every story, every fight. This is my space, my voice ignite. Come sit down, let's break the air. Talk your talk, show you care what it is.